You can create composite video by using green screen footage and using a plugin called Keylight in After Effects. A composite image is a video image made by combining several distinct images or videos. In this example, I have combined the animation of the dinosaur with some footage of Times Square. You can find green screen footage on YouTube by including green screen in your search. Make sure to filter your results for HD resolution footage and above. My example is 4K, which is 3840 by 2160 pixels, so quite large, but it gives me a lot of flexibility with my framing. I downloaded the footage into my project folder using 4K Video Downloader. Go to File, Import File, and find the downloaded footage. I am also going to import another clip that I downloaded from YouTube, a video shot in Times Square. The Times Square footage is HD, 1920 by 1080. With any file you import, make sure it is coming from your project folder. Create a new composition. Keep in mind your video resolution, 1920 by 1080. Double-click on the footage to open it in a footage window. The entire clip is over a minute long, and I just want a selection of the clip. Rather than drag the entire clip into the composition and struggle with finding the correct in and out points, you can pre-edit in this window. Move the blue cursor to the desired in point of the clip. Click the bracket in at the bottom of the window. Move the cursor to the desired out point of the clip, or use the timecode box to type in a place in the clip. Click the bracket out at the bottom of the window. Click and drag on the clip icon in the project window to bring the selection of the clip into the composition timeline. I'm going to scale down the footage so that it fits in the frame. With this large 4K footage, I have lots of options when it comes to framing because I can scale down and move the dinosaur around in the frame. If it were too small, that is below HD resolution, I would have to scale it up, causing pixelation. For this reason, you always want to download the highest resolution clips you can. Now I'm going to pre-edit the Times Square footage. Double-click on the footage to open it in a footage window. This clip is 51 minutes, so much too long to simply drag into the composition and find the right point. I want a short selection where the camera pans suddenly. Move the blue cursor to the desired in point of the clip. Click the bracket at the bottom of the window. Use the timecode box to type in an exact length. Click the bracket out at the bottom of the window. Click and drag on the clip icon in the project window to bring the selection of the clip into the composition below the dinosaur. Now both of these clips are in the same video, and it is time to key out or remove the green. Select the dinosaur layer in the composition. Go to Effect, Keying, Keylight 1.2. This plugin will filter out the green in the clip. The Keylight effect will appear in the Effects control window of the clip. Click on the eyedropper icon and select the green in the image in the composition preview window. It keyed out the green in the image. This is called a chroma key because it targets a color in the image and removes it. Because the footage has a very even and bright green, that actually did a pretty decent job. But we can do better. We can refine those edges. The first thing is to bump up the gain or brightness of the screen. Bring the gain up to 110%. Then go to View. Change it from Final Result to Screen Matte. The Screen Matte view gives you a black and white rendering of the image that shows you how the plugin is reading the image for green. The black is what is being keyed out. In this instance, the green in the image. The white is what is left of the image. In this instance, the dinosaur. Often, there are traces of green in the portion of the image we want to keep, and in particular, the transition areas around the edges. So look for the gray areas where you can sharpen up the chroma key. Go to the screen mat and bump up the black of the clip and clip back the white. Don't go too far with this. If you do, you will eventually flip the chroma key so that the green remains and the dinosaur is removed. Typically, I bump up the black and clip back the white about 10 each, so that the black is 10 and the white is 90. This will vary on every image you're working with. Preview what you're working on by switching back and forth to the final result. There it is. Your finishing details are going to vary depending on what kind of footage you are using, but this is a general workflow for building composite video using the Keylight plugin in After Effects.